Hey there! So you have decided to create a business animation. If so, you inevitably run into the problem of choosing the right style for your animation. This is not an easy task. You get presented with thousands of design styles to choose from. Outlined, flat, isometric, cartoon animations. And should you include characters? If so, how should they look? I'm Ina from Cashew, and today we'll show you 4 easy ways to pick the best style for your business animation. Let's get started. Picking a style for your business animation can seem overwhelming, and with so many different options out there, how can you choose? Check, for example, this character that we designed in a few different styles. Same character, different styles. And believe me, the style of your business animation is vital. Before we move forward, I would like to point out that every project is different. There is no magic formula here. The tips presented in this video are intended to give you a high-level idea and help you pick one style direction. Let's start with your main idea or message you'd like to convey with your 2D animation. Your message is the best way to help you pick a style. Ask yourself, is the goal of your business animation to demonstrate a concept or an idea, or do you want to focus on how you make your target audience feel? Let me give you an example. This business animation that we created with Matic Network shows the scalability problem of Ethereum. We focus on the concept in this animation style, not on how a viewer would feel after watching it. Typically, these animations are great for tutorials and explaining high-level ideas for marketing or sales pitches. And now let's look at this example. In our 2D simple animation, we show how our main character feels and the problem that Simple would solve for them. This animation is not about the general idea and the concept, but how this software would solve this specific problem for this particular character. This type of animation is perfect for landing pages, presentations, ads, and even email marketing. So, to go back to our graph, if you want to show the general concept, it is better to use more abstract styles, isometric style, motion graphics, or even mixed media. And if you want to focus on viewers' problem and your solution, then a character animation would be perfect. Most of our character animations include motion graphic sections too, so don't be afraid to mix the motion graphics with character animation. The next question you need to ask yourself is how complex your product or service is. Who is your target audience, and do they understand your product or service? Is your product a very complex tool? Is the purpose of your animation to simplify the complexity of your product and show people how it works? Or is your product or service something people understand, but you want to stand out and market it with 2D animation? Let me give you another example. This business animation that we created for Telelink explains cybersecurity and how to protect yourself from digital threats. The target here is business owners, and we can assume they're unfamiliar with cyber threats. And we needed a way to simplify the complex and demonstrate how much harm cyber threats can do for business owners and their businesses. The golden rule here is this: the more complex the topic is, the simpler the style should be. The topic is hard enough already, you don't want to overwhelm people with complex styles. As you can see, our Telelink animation is super simple, clean and minimalistic. We don't want to overwhelm viewers with complex characters or highly detailed scenes. Now, let's look at this video. Nipper Electric are electricians based in Virginia Beach. It is pretty straightforward, and everybody knows what electricians do. We don't introduce anything new or complex here. If this is the case, then the purpose of your animation would be to stand out from everybody else and make people take action. So use a more sophisticated style with more details on the characters and the scenes so that you can impress people with the beautiful visuals. Before we move forward to the next section, let's quickly summarize. If your animation falls into this category, you can use more abstract styles like isometric styles, flat, and easy to understand styles, tutorial animations, motion graphics, or typography animation. And we wouldn't recommend to use characters. And if your animation falls into this category, you can use more sophisticated style with more details. If you want your 2D animation to be funny, you can use a cartoon style, for example. But we would recommend to use characters to tell a story. Before we move forward, I would like to thank anyone who has already subscribed to our channel. If you find this video useful, please leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. We upload videos every week. And here's one very important note that you hear me say all the time. It is not about you. Sorry, but it isn't. It is all about your target audience. You want a business animation that not only looks good, but drives results and makes a difference in your business, right? If so, it is crucial to pick an animation style that would resonate with your target audience. For example, suppose your audience is tech-savvy engineers who spend their time working on highly technical stuff. In this case, cute character animation with bright colors and rainbows probably won't appeal to them. Sometimes it is very tempting to choose a style that you personally like instead of what people resonate with. Here's the second way to pick a style for your video animation. I can't stress enough how important it is to find a style that resonates with your target audience. You have to plant the idea in their mind that you know them, you understand their problems and challenges. That way, you have their permission to solve their problems. And a good way to do so is to understand what they like. We hesitated between 3 different styles for our own explainer video, and we created this LinkedIn post. Since most of the connections we have on LinkedIn are marketing experts in the tech industry, and this is our target audience by the way, we got some amazing feedback from them that helped us pick one of these 3 styles that we created for our business animation. When you nail it down to 2 or 3 animation styles, you can do the same thing and just ask your audience for help. If you'd like to include your characters in your business animation, always try to make the character look like your aspirational client. That way, you can ensure the target audience resonates with the character in the animation. Let's see an example. This is our client avatar. Our Melissa is a marketing expert in a tech or SaaS company, 30, 40 years old, 1 or 2 kids, and maybe a dog. But check these 2 sections over here. What's important for our target audience is to find a partner she can trust, a company that drives results and also saves her time. Check what comes up when you Google head of marketing. And check how our main character looks. Clean, simple, implies how easy it is to work with us, and looks like our Melissa. Okay, so you already know how we came up with this style and not this style, for example. Because we want to focus on the feeling. We use characters and our service is not that hard to understand. Okay, that's perfect, but why didn't we choose this animation style, or this one, or even this one? They all fit the criteria above. Well, here comes the 3rd essential tip. Make your animation consistent with the style of your website, logo, and social media content. That way, people would know that this is you before you even introduce your logo in the animation, and you plant this style in their minds. Next time they see this style, they'll think of you. If you're still unsure what style to use for your business animation, you can drop us an email and we can help you out. To wrap this video up, I want to remind you that every project is different, and the tips we mentioned in this video are meant to help you pick a direction. You can mix the styles and come up with a unique solution, but always keep your target audience in mind and make sure your business animation appeals to them, because they're the ones who are going to make the decision whether or not to trust you to solve their problems. Thank you very much for your time and see you next week.